Hello there, this is Sandy. I'm back at the Babylock Solaris and I am working on some machine embroidery, and I am close to finishing this design that's in the hoop, and I just left 3 colors to stitch out. So this design is this one, and it's from Embroidery Library, and it's a really pretty design. It's got 58,487 stitches and 13 color changes, which isn't too bad. I've got this hooped in the, I think it's the 9.5 by 9.5 magnetic hoop, and it's a sweatshirt. I think it's Time and True that I found off of Walmart. I like that brand. It's really soft, flexible sweatshirt. And on the back I've got, since there are quite a few stitches and in some areas it's dense, I went ahead and I used a medium weight cutaway, and I floated a piece of lightweight tearaway behind that. And so I think that this recipe for stabilizer was pretty good. I don't even know that I needed the tearaway. It doesn't seem to be pulling, so I debated when I did this one if I should just use the no-show mesh, but because of the dense stitches in certain areas, I just decided to go with the medium weight cutaway. You can see around the beard, it's got a little bit of a ripple there, but it will press out. On the top, I've got the water-soluble stabilizer. Still hearing that squeak. Doesn't seem to want to go away. And I've used all kinds of stabilizer and different needles, thinking that maybe it had something to do with that, but it's not. One person I worked with in a pre-motion quilting class said she had that her embroidery foot would squeak if she didn't put some oil in there. So I thought I would try that, but that spring that's on the foot, it just doesn't make any squeaks when I take it off and move it. So I don't know that that's it, but I can't think of any other reason why it would be squeaking. Even my local sewing shop has looked at it when it was doing it, and you know, of course, sometimes it will do it for them when they're checking it out, and sometimes not. So I actually sat there and stitched out some things and got it to squeak, and he said he was going to look in there to see if there was a thread caught in the thread path, and or give it some oil. It seemed to stop for a short time, and then it started again. So I feel like I want to take it back, but he didn't seem to think like it was a big deal. So I continue to stitch. It's turning out really pretty. You probably can't appreciate how good this is going to look until I take off the water-soluble stabilizer, because it does make it just kind of gives it a white, it looks more, the light is reflecting off of it and making the background look lighter than it is when it's really this dark black. As you can see, you can just tell by looking at it. So I'm working on this as a gift, and then I have to start working on towels. I might do one more sweatshirt for another person that is in the same, not a sweatshirt, it's a t-shirt for another person that's in the same house, and feels kind of funny sending just one thing there. So we'll see how much time I got this week. Yeah, there's 9 minutes on this black, and it's not doing like a full outline. It's just, it looks like it's just outlining some of the areas. The leaves, a little bit of the flower, the snowman, part of the tree, I think. Oh no, the snowman. It already did the Santa. Yeah, it's doing the leaves and the flower right now. And then I think it will come around and finish off the buttons on the snowman and the eyes. And then there's just like a light yellow color and then a gold color, and that will fill in part of the tree, and it'll do more shading, I think, on the Santa, fill in the center of the flower. So it's going to be really pretty. You know, these are the embroidery online designs like this where it's open in some areas. It's like you really have to trust the process, and if you're like me, you'll look at it while it's stitching out and wondering if it's going to look okay. But like normal, you know, embroidery online so far, every single design that I've ordered from, I said embroidery online, embroidery library, every single design I've purchased from them has been a win. If something got messed up, it was because I used the wrong color t-shirt on a design that's open. So sometimes it needs to be black, like this one, that you can really see. And they actually, this one is gonna look really cool on black. But it also looks like it would look cool on white too, if you look at the screen. So I just wanted it to be black. I thought it would really show off, like make it look more like a night scene since there's some stars in there. Yeah, this is a size medium sweatshirt, and I was able to use the 9.5 by 9.5 hoop okay, and I used my quilting pins to hold back the fabric. That went pretty well. And sometimes I have issues with it falling in the hoop, you know, the fabric. But this time it was good. So far, so good. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I will take it out of the hoop and take off that water-soluble stabilizer. I have a really cute one I wanted to do next for myself. So let me get the design. Oh, I have so many things I wanted to do from them that I bought. Here's one with a train. I want to do that one. I love it. That one is 56, almost 57,000 stitches and 22 color changes. But to me, that's not bad, because a while back on a jean jacket, I did the peacock design that's in the Solaris, and whoa, that one had, I don't know, 50 or more color changes, and I think it took me 3 hours. This one says 86 minutes, so with the 13 color changes, you know, you add on, I just say like a minute for each one of those, and that's probably a lot, because it doesn't take that long to switch colors unless you're hunting for one. So I'd say this has been, it'll be like a 2-hour project. maybe just a little longer if you add on how long it takes to hoop it and stabilize it. If you like this channel, give the video a like, share with a friend, make a comment. And subscribe, of course. Eventually, I would like to do lives, but so far, I'm trying to get through Christmas because I think to do a live, I'd rather be able to do like a project during a live. And I want to make sure that I'm set up okay. I have a tablet that I'm recording on now. And I have my phone, so I think somehow I could do a live and maybe answer some, be able to respond a little bit to comments from people, but I have to figure that part out. And right now I'm so busy doing projects, I think that that will have to wait until next year. But that will be my goal for next year. Here's the nose. Oh, that's too bad they didn't make that orange. But I guess this isn't your typical snowman. He's like a midnight snowman. I think this color might almost be done. There's only one color that I wished I would have done different, and it was hard to tell from the picture and from what the machine selected which color I should pick. But if I had to do it over again, I think these highlights here and here and here, maybe I would have done like a midnight blue. But sometimes you don't know till you stitch it out and you see how it looks on the fabric. Whoops. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna thread it. See, that wasn't a minute. It's like 30 seconds. So it looks like it's gonna frame the Santa. I'm gonna put some of this very light yellow to help outline and help the Santa to stand out along the black. This is 6 minutes stitch, and the next one's 2, and then I'm done. Wow, it really is coming to life with this outline. And today I got to work on a cap for a friend using the hoop setup. Let me get it while we're waiting. So this is the dime magnetic hoop. So it comes like this, and I've already used this. It comes with sticky paper, and you put it on the back. You peel off a sheet of it, you put it on the back, stick the frame down. This is the way it goes into the machine. And then you put this. It's got magnets on the side. Put magnets here, and then you mark like the center of the cap where you want it to stitch. You pull back that rim. Around the brim of the hat, there's like some stabilizer and interfacing. You got to pull that back so you don't stitch over it. And then you stick the bill of the cap under this clipboard, and it holds it in place really good. And then you just kind of smooth back the center of the cap and press out the sides. Load your design into the machine. I use the trace to make sure I like where I've moved the design to stitch out, and then start stitching. But that's this hoop, and I got it at my local sewing center, the Sewing Source in Libertyville, Illinois. So I would like to be able to make more caps, but not until probably after Christmas. But I did use it today to make that one for a friend. That was fun. Yeah, there's some really dense stitching in there, and maybe I didn't need that tearaway in the back. You know, I always say that, and then I forget to not put it back there. Because I think with just the medium weight cutaway, it probably would have been enough. But it is, I know, you know, I've seen things stitch out like this before, and usually once you get all the stabilizer cut in the back and torn off, and the front water-soluble stabilizer removed, you can press it a little bit, and then it's all nice and relaxed and beautiful. That's my dog, if you can hear her. Yeah, I can't wait to stitch out that train for me, because I want to wear it for the holidays. My mom and my brother both loved trains, and they both passed away on the same day in 2022. And so my brother had this humongous collection of trains, and my mom, up until her upper 90s, she used to set up a little mini train in her bedroom. And so making that sweatshirt will be something I like to wear every year. And I'm going to switch the thread and try and use up some of these bobbins. Got to put some more bobbin thread in. Okay, put this on the floor where it won't fall apart. This thing is so good at detecting. Look at, can you see how little bobbin thread it does not waste? Hopefully there's enough in this one. I hate having bobbins that are partials that have like just enough, but you can't do a project in them. You know, there's not enough thread to do a whole project, and or if you want to be careful that you don't move the project if you're working on something really intricate. There we go. Okay. Then, you know, I like to use a full bobbin when I start a project, especially a big one like this. It was full when I started. I'm at 56,000 stitches, so that's about how many stitches each bobbin will make before I run out. Couple little highlights here, and then there's a couple above the 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 highlights above the snowman, and then this color will be done. And this is the only part that flops in. The to watch that a little bit, but it should be okay because it's not going all the way to the top. These are like little ornaments, or maybe, I don't know what that's supposed to look like. It's like splashes of light on the tree. This is 2. 5 more of these. Yeah, it's pretty dense. I see it like pulling up on the fabric. And it just sounds like it is. So this is what it's working on right now. These little lights on the trees, on the tree. And then I'll come down here and do this. Looks like it does a little bit in here. I think, no, maybe not. No, that's Santa's arms. It's already done that. So it's just here. And then just 2 more minutes. That's probably the centers of, it's going to put this yellow, the darker yellow in the center of these lights on the tree. This is so cool. So pretty. Do you all do any machine embroidery out there? If you think of anything you would like to learn on the machine, let me know. I think more and more people are getting Solarises too because the new Radiance is out, and so whoever's getting the Radiance, you know, sometimes they sell their other older machines, and so it's fun to hear about people who are getting this machine. One more thread color. Very short time to stitch out all those little centers. Yikes, got caught on the sweatshirt. So close to the edge. Yeah. Sorry if I may. Oh, it kind of looks like a candle, maybe. Anybody out there getting the new Radiance, or thinking about it, or dreaming about it? Such a beautiful machine. Well, I got this one used in, it was a Solaris 2 that was upgraded to a 3. And so mine was used last year, last August, September time frame of last year, 2023. And I paid a lot, so I know that I don't know the exact price of the Radiance by Babylock, but I know it's, any new machine's going to be in the 20s. Does anyone else have a squeak like that out there? That would be interesting to know. One more minute. I hear my dog barking. She always gets nervous when my husband goes to bowl, when he's not down there with her. She's like much more nervous when he's not around. He's probably out looking at the window, looking at people walking their dogs or whatever. Or going in and out of their house. She's a barker. So cute. I love it. And then when this is done, I'll back you up and I'll take it apart. Try to get as much off the front as I can so we can see the design. My bird is tweeting too. She likes to imitate the dog. Okay, so let me back you up. I'm going to take off all of these clips so I can get it out of the hoop. Yeah, there's a little bit of buckling where all that dense stitching was. So I got to remember next time to not put the floating tearaway. I think that was just one layer it did not like. And I have to remember, because I like to use the water soluble on top, but that's like another layer of stabilizer. So it is another layer of stabilizer, but it's like another layer of thickness that the machine or the needle sews through. So it can cause more stress on the fabric. So here's that. And now I will take it out of the hoop. I'm going to tear off a little bit of this stabilizer on the back. And I'll do the cutaway off camera. 1 second while I get that thrown away. Okay. Yeah, I got... Okay, so, can you see? Yeah. And I'll just spray it a little bit to get rid of the water-soluble stabilizer that's in the center. Yeah, where's my 1 second. I have the best tweezer that I use by Famore that is really good at helping me to pinch this water soluble stabilizer so I can grab it. See how much you can see once that comes off? Really. And I'm not going to do all the little holes, but just to give you an idea of how that really shows through. And why don't I get that water? Because that'll be faster. Because I got to do it anyway, so. I spray it with my water. Just get it really wet. And then I got this microfiber towel. And I use that to wipe away the gluey glue from the stabilizer. Then I eventually have to wash this microfiber towel because it gets like glue sticky. Getting rid of those chalk marks. Let's see, did I get it all? I think I got most of it. You see, there was a little buckling there. Now, right there, there's still some glue. So I think I got it. But there is the design. I think it turned out really pretty. And I'll take this over to my desk on the other side, and I'll cut away the cutaway in back, and then I'll take it to the iron and give it a little press, and it'll be ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Have you ever done embroidery library designs? I just love them. There might be some jump threads. I think I see a jump thread in there I need to trim, but I'll do that later. So there's the design. There's what it looked like, and it's like exact. It looks great. So thanks for watching. Again, if you like the videos I do, subscribe, leave a comment, and give the video a like. Thanks.